Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks, and I'm going to attempt to show you how to draw this. It's a little bit complicated, but it's really pretty easy, fun project, and hopefully you can do a better blend or better idea on the interactive fill tool to make it look like they're better. Anyway, so I'm going to take a 2-point line and I'm going to draw it pretty long, holding down the control button. And then I'm going to hit the plus key on the keyboard, and I'm going to nudge it over 0.25 of an inch. Well, Control D and then nudge it over. Let's nudge it over 3 times. So now we got 3 equal lines. You know, that's a little bit not as thick as this one was. So let's do. Tell you what. Let me measure what I did before. These lines are about 1 1/4 apart. So let's change our nudge factor. Let's just delete these 2 lines. Let's change our nudge factor to 1.5. Control D and make a duplicate, move it over, and a Control D. Then you want to group these together and maybe even make them longer. And then try to get them kind of in the center of the page. And then rotate them kind of strange, 342 degrees. That's the angle of that star. And then I'm going to move them a little bit closer, about like that. And then I'm going to open up I'm going to use the Docker completely on this one. Dockers and rotation, because I'm going to use it several times. Transformation, rotation. And I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to move the center to the center. Well, what I'm going to have to do is group them together. Control G. I hit the line. And then move. I don't want to move them. I want to move the rotation to the center. Doesn't look like it is, but it is. And I'm going to rotate it 72 degrees for 4 copies. And that's what I get. And I'm going to leave this one up on the screen because it's a big help to try to figure out what to do next. Because it's a little bit tricky. So, you know, if you're watching this, you can pause the video and kind of copy that down. And I'm going to take all these lines. Well, first of all, I need to draw this line right here that's going between the second and the third line down. So I'm going to take a 2-point line and go from that intersection to that intersection. And then I'm going to take back my virtual segment delete key. I'm going to delete those lines. I'm going to delete these lines. I'm going to delete this line and this line. And that's it. Now, what I suggest is set your nudge factor on something that'll get it out of the page. So 28 inches or more. Let's go 30 inches. And take your Smart Fill tool and fill that in. 1, 2, 3 items. Now, let's nudge this out of the way, just in case we need it back. And now we can nudge this right back, and we're right back where we were. And then this is where, you know, if you have some artistic ability, you could probably do a better job than I did with the interactive fill tool. You know, we want this one, let's just see what we did. We went from dark to light, so we're going to take a medium black and put it there, and then get a lighter gray and put it on the end. And, you know, this would look pretty good in color. I should really do it in color. The other one is just really gray. I mean, you could play around with it a little bit, but you're not going to, for the video, I'm not going to change it. And then select that part and get your interactive fill tool and just go here. Now this time we want it to be black in that edge. And let's move up because it is kind of like a shadow effect. So get your interactive fill tool again and maybe move that up so we won't have quite so much. Now you can rotate these individually, but you can go Control G and group them. Double click and move your rotation back to the center and go right here. We've still got 72 degrees and that's pretty cool, pretty fast. If I had to do it over again, I'd maybe put a little bit of shading on this edge. And let's just do that real quick. Let's ungroup them. Let's take this one right here. Now it's a little bit hard because it's the same problem we kind of had last night, or I did, but maybe we can get it. And then let's take a black, maybe too much. We just want a little bit. That looks pretty good. Control G to group them. Center rotation of the center. Voila. Pretty cool design, and I wonder what's going to happen if we take away the outline by right-clicking. Pretty impressive. Anyway, I hope that was helpful a little bit, and thank you for watching.